Hey there, Liz Detterer here, founder CEO of Selling with Service, because I know who I am and what I do. So, coming to you with another training today. This one is how to fill your calendar with people who actually want to talk to you. And this is really for someone who wants to have a boutique service-based business, a coach, a consultant, a web designer, a chiropractor's health coach, that sort of thing. You want to have a really healthy boutique based business where you're working intimately with your clients. You're charging a really healthy rate. You don't want to make the current kind of entrepreneurial dollar, which is about 35,000 a year gross. But you also don't want to scale to like a bazillion dollars either. You want a healthy 6-figure revenue so that you and your small team are financially supported and you get to work with people you know, like, and trust. You can turn the funnel on and turn it off as you need to and have a lifestyle that you actually enjoy. That's who you're in the right place. So, how do you fill your calendar with people who actually want to talk to you so that you're bringing people into your world so that you can ultimately close them as a client? That's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing you need to think about, and I've got 3 points I'm going to share with you. First thing you need to think about is, why would someone want to talk to you, right? If we think about it, people want to talk to people they know, like, and trust. They want to talk to people that they feel safe with. They want to talk to people that are going to be interesting, that are going to make their day more valuable, that are going to have something with them to share, something to say. So you need to think about it. Why would someone want to talk to me? Too often we approach a conversation. It happens to everybody. As soon as you put your business hat on, you're like weird sales robot-y person that's like, I have to go sell my stuff. Good luck. How's that working for you? So you don't have to do that, right? But you have to think about, not what do I want to say? I need clients. I need to get the message out there. My service is so great and wonderful. Everyone needs to know about it. You're probably not wrong. You probably are really good at what you do. No doubt about that. Unless you're not, go get more skills training before you come back into business and start working with real people, right? There's that. But you probably are really good at what you do and you're excited to tell people, and that's not wrong energy. It's just that no one wants to listen to conversations that aren't about them, right? People like to talk about themselves. They like to be talked to about themselves. It's not right or wrong. It just is. And if you're in business working with clients that are going to pay you something with a comma in it, and you're going to work with them intimately for any period of time, you have to build that relationship with them early and often, and you have to get to know things about them so that you can serve them at a higher level early and often. So the first thing is, why would someone want to talk to you? And it is not because you need more business, you're so great and wonderful, you need clients, you've got a promotion going on. It's actually nothing to do with any of that. The other thing is to consider around that is, as we're kind of moving into point number 2, it's knowing what doesn't work. And I just alluded to some of that. What doesn't work is saying me, 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 right? I've got this going on. I want to tell you that. Me. I started my business. Look at the emails that you're getting in and look specifically at the LinkedIn messages that you're receiving all the time. You are constantly being bombarded with people who are just selling onto you, right? And it's awful and it's hideous. And you're like, man, I thought we were going to be friends. And you just kind of threw up sales all over me. Like, I don't want that, right? Nobody does. So we know on the receiving end what doesn't work, but because we don't see authenticity modeled by anyone, for some reason, when we go to do sales and marketing for ourselves, we turn into that weird salesy robot thinking that it's going to be different if it comes from us. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. So what doesn't work is anything salesy, spammy, talking all about yourself. People decide what they're going to buy now more than ever online by doing research, by looking at people's social profiles, by seeing who they know, like, and trust. And before they ever move forward to the point of purchase or decision, they're about 70% sold already, which is why every interaction that you have with another human needs to be as legit and genuine and authentic as humanly possible. So what doesn't work is any of that salesy, spammy, gross kind of a stuff. So then the third thing is, well, what actually does work, right? We know that we need to figure out why someone would want to talk to us. We know that talking about ourselves and, just front loading with promotions and I need clients and I started my business and I can do this thing and I've got this new machine or I've got this new product or we're launching a new promotion, like a new process, or we've got this event. Those don't work necessarily. Like once someone's in your world, fine, but to get them in your world, to fill your calendar with people who want to talk to you, you need some sort of a kind of inbound process, right? You need people to want to come to you. So the way that I do that, the way that I'm going to teach you that is through a process called the Conversation Creation Challenge. The link is below in the description box. It is a completely free training that is set up in a Facebook group. It's a 5-step training that walks you through how to go from someone who's in your world socially at a distance, kind of in the virtual yellow pages that you've accumulated over the past 10 plus years of being in the social sphere, that you've collected all these people, but you've never actually spoken to them. Maybe you've exchanged some emails. Maybe you sent a welcome when you first connected, but you've never actually had a conversation with these people. That's where we start. The average person who comes into my world has no less than 5,000 people on all of these collective platforms. It's a really good number to start with. It doesn't mean that by the end of the 5-day conversation creation challenge or 5-step, you could do it in one sitting because they're all recorded. But the 5-step process that you're going to go out there and talk to all 5,000 people, that's crazy pants. I don't recommend that at all. Actually, recommend the opposite, to pare it down. But you need to have a way to connect with another individual by sending them an authentic message, because we don't do cold calls either. That's gross. So you have to connect with another individual by sending them an authentic message that they're going to want to respond to. I give you the language for that, cut and paste, modify it, and I show you how to do that in the training. And then now they're invited into your world and they're interested, they're engaged, they have a reason to want to talk to you. It's mutually beneficial, right? They're going to have an opportunity to talk about them. You're going to talk a little bit about yourself. The expectation is in integrity and alignment. And it's a beautiful conversation. In the Conversation Creation Challenge also, I'm giving you the framework for how to have that conversation, because it's all well and good that you connected with somebody and you got them into your world and they're on your calendar and you're getting ready to have a conversation. But then comes the question of, what do I say? What do I do next? Oh my God, I'm getting ready to talk to them on Tuesday. What do I say? I give you all of that inside the Conversation Creation Challenge. It is a free community, free Facebook group. Please come over and join us. And I'm going to walk you through all the steps necessary. But, that's really how you fill your calendar with people who want to talk to you, is you first have to realize that talking all about yourself is not going to work. Putting out all these promotions out there, don't do all the spammy stuff. Do this instead. Send a normal, human, welcoming, engaging message to someone through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through Instagram, wherever you're connected with them socially. And, I'll give you just kind of one of the framework. Hey, Sally, we've been connected for a while, but we haven't actually connected. Let's set up a time where we can network, get to know each other, see how I can help you, and vice versa. Quick, to the point, cut and paste language. There you go. You send it to them. They respond back. Great. Looking forward to it. You can include your calendar link. That makes it easier just in the back and forth, cutting down on time zones and travel, which we're not doing right now as I'm recording this, but cutting down on time zone weirdnesses and stuff. The calendar link just makes it really streamlined and simple. Then they're on your calendar. They want to talk to you. You want to talk to them. I give you the framework for how to have that conversation so that they're talking about themselves. The expectation is you get to talk a little bit about yourselves, and there's a mutually hinged language where you get to now take it into, do we have an opportunity to do something more together? That's how you fill your calendar with people who actually want to talk to you. And in another training I did, going back to my notes here, it was how to create clients without being good at social. I walked you through the formula that you need to consider of how many conversations do you need to have, Conversation Creation Challenge style, to get 3, how many sales calls, to get 3 sales calls, which should be netting in 1 client. So this is a way to actually fill your client roster, is to fill your calendar with people who want to talk to you in a normal, human, authentic kind of a way. Structure the conversation in a way that's mutually beneficial for each person and inviting, should it make sense for them and should the time be right for them to work with you, and then take them to a sales call, and then they become a client. That's the process. And how you do it is by sending normal human outreach to somebody else. And that whole training is in the Conversation Creation Challenge. So thanks for staying and playing. If this was valuable, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the Conversation Creation Challenge. Thanks. Bye.